Title asterisk, 29 Years of War, Hook, Midnight to 0:30, imagine being trapped in a war for nearly 3 decades, with no end in sight. That's exactly what happened to U.S. soldier, Robert Garwood, who was held captive in Vietnam for 29 long years. But what's even more astonishing is that he kept fighting, and his story will leave you speechless. Section 1, The Struggle, 0:30 to 3 o'clock. You've probably been in a situation where you felt like giving up, where the struggle seemed too much to bear. Maybe you're facing a tough time right now, and you're wondering how you'll make it through. Robert Garwood's story is a testament to the human spirit's ability to persevere. He was just 24 years old when he was captured in 1965, during the Vietnam War. For years, he was subjected to intense physical and mental torture, forced to work in labor camps, and even sentenced to death. But Robert refused to give up. Pattern interrupt, let's take a pause for a second. Can you imagine being in a situation where you're forced to fight for your life every single day? It's a harsh reality that Robert faced for nearly 3 decades. As we dive deeper into Robert's story, you'll realize that his struggle is not just about survival, it's about the unwavering dedication and perseverance that kept him going. But what sparked this unrelenting drive within him? That's a question we'll explore in the next section. Section 2, The Turning Point, 3 to 6 o'clock, on September 28, 1979, something changed for Robert. He was transferred to a new labor camp, where he met other American prisoners of war. This chance encounter would become the turning point in his story. The group, led by a man named Eddie Archer, had been secretly planning an escape. Robert joined forces with them, and together, they hatched a daring plan to escape the camp. But just as things were falling into place, disaster struck. The group was caught, and Robert was sentenced to 42 years in prison. Pattern interrupt, now, let's talk about a critical aspect of Robert's story. Did you know that he was forced to denounce his American citizenship and swear allegiance to the Vietnamese government? This was a strategic move to break his spirit, but Robert found a way to outsmart them. As Robert navigated this treacherous landscape, he discovered a crucial tactic that would aid him in his fight for freedom. But what was this tactic, and how did it ultimately lead to his release? The answer lies in the next section. Section 3, The Method, 6 to 9 o'clock. So, what can we learn from Robert's experience? Here are 3 key takeaways. 1. Never lose hope. Robert's story teaches us that no matter how bleak the situation may seem, there's always a glimmer of hope. He continued to fight for his freedom, even when all seemed lost. 2. Find your why. Robert's reason for fighting was clear: he wanted to return to his family and his country. What's your why? What drives you to keep pushing forward? 3. Adapt and overcome. Robert had to adapt to new situations and environments throughout his captivity. He learned to speak the language, understand the culture, and even use these skills to his advantage. Pattern interrupt. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on our own lives. Are there areas where you feel like you're being held captive, whether it's a toxic relationship or a dead-end job? Robert's story shows us that we have the power to break free and start anew. As we near the end of Robert's story, you might be wondering, what happened to him after his release? Did he finally find the freedom he had been fighting for? The answer is yes, but it's not what you think. OUTRO, 9 to 10 o'clock, Robert Garwood's story is a powerful reminder of the human spirit's capacity for resilience and determination. After his release in 1979, he returned to the United States, where he was met with both celebration and controversy. His story raises questions about the true cost of war and the sacrifices made by those who fight for our freedom. As we close this chapter, remember that Robert's story is not just about him. It's about the untold stories of countless individuals who have faced unimaginable struggles and emerged victorious. If you're inspired by Robert's story and want to hear more about the human spirit's capacity for perseverance, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more motivational content. And if you're feeling generous, hit that like button and share this video with someone who needs a dose of motive.